Okay, we're filming. We're ready. We are ready. Kevin is here. Guys, the sun is shining. Good. Already messed it up. Amazing. The sun is shining. It's the most gorgeousest day ever. It's so pretty outside. Life's amazing. I have lightning bolts on my shirt and lightning bolts in my ears. I'm dressed like a high schooler. It's amazing. Dude, everything's gonna work out okay. I'm your Short Drive podcast. I'm your girl. It's episode 34. Whatever you're going through, you're gonna get through it. You're gonna crush it. You're gonna have the most amazing weekend ever that you've ever had because I'm putting that out in the universe. And I think that I'm very powerful. I think that people underestimate my power, and I think that maybe I'm sort of a witch of sorts, you know? Kevin has no power. Kevin is here completely powerless. The weakest person I've ever met. But no, sun's out, dude. Sun's out, guns out. It's so pretty outside. Actually, sun's out, guns in. My guns are in. They are holstered. I don't really have guns. I have the skinniest arms that you've ever seen in your life. Anyway, thank you guys so much for returning to my podcast. Yay, you're back! Oh, I didn't even frame up this angle. It's probably fine. Dude, we don't even do tests anymore. We roll with it. We go, we hit record, we do the thing. I don't even plan out these episodes anymore. You know why? Because that's overthinking it. And what do we don't do anymore? We don't overthink things. Okay? We've talked about this on this podcast. We got the anxiety. We got to get it under control. Okay? The anxiety truck is just careening out of control on the edge of a cliff, and you got to grab that wheel. You got to, Jesus, take the wheel it up, you know? And you got to get back on the safe highway. Get that anxiety under control. Dude, Kevin doesn't have anxiety. He doesn't care about anything. He's never worried a day in his life. Anyway, I've been trying to get this computer to start up for like the last 10 minutes. Yay, it's not doing it. Amazing. So your girl's a genius. Your girl's an absolute genius. I came up with the best idea ever. And you know what I'm going to do with that idea? I'm going to tell the world. I'm going to tell you guys. I guess you're not the whole world, but you're my world. You're my whole world. That's so sweet what I just said, that you guys are my whole world, but I do appreciate you. What is going on with this computer? On button means on. On means on. Anyway, it's not responding. Yay, love it, going well. It doesn't matter. Today's an amazing day. Your girl came up with the best idea ever, okay? So, this podcast, it's done. It's donezo. That's not true. That's not true. It's for effect. This podcast is over. We're done. We're shutting down this podcast, and we're starting a new one. We're not actually doing that. This is for effect. Wow. Our robot Roomba mop is just smashing its head into the leg of a chair, just over and over. Hey, bro, go around it. Hey, go around it. You mapped out this whole room. What are you doing? Oh, he's stuck. Oh, he's... So my robot mop is just wedged, like, underneath a chair, and it's just... like he's 400 pounds, and he's trying to get into the window seat of a Southwest Airlines flight. And he's just... and he's trying to squeeze through, and he can't. He can't. I should go save him, but I'm not going to. We're gonna see how this pans out. All right, so we're just gonna keep a watch on Roomba Mop and a watch on this computer that's not starting up. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna have to restart this. Anyway, I had my notes on this computer, but it's okay. It's okay. That's how we roll. Roomba. I gotta get a video of this real quick. So just a second. Okay, here we go. Do you see it? Oh, it's on its little stand. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Hey, bro. Hey, stop. What are you doing? Can you just, oh my gosh. I am not worried about robots taking over. Anyway, okay, so back on the thing. Your girl came up with the best idea ever. So my idea is, do you hear this? Do you hear the rocket ship? Oh, it just thing. So my idea, that's why we call this show Temperamental, because you never know if I'm going to be like this and over the top crazy, can't even think of one thing at a time. I got 800 things on my mind. And sometimes I'm just chilling, like Kevin over here. He's just been chilling the whole time. He's looking at me going crazy. He doesn't care. See, it's so funny because I usually record this podcast like first thing in the morning. So I'm like a little bit tired. I'm waking up, I'm doing the thing. It's like 1 p.m. today and I've already done errands. I've already hung out with people. I've already done things with my life. I've accomplished goals. And now I'm here. I'm all revved up. Okay, so my idea. I want to interview, and if this has already been done, tell me in the comments. I want to interview musicians, artists, and stand-up comedians where what we do in the podcast is we go through their notes app, right? Maybe they pick like their top 10 most random notes in their notes app where they've written something creative. They've written song lyrics. They've written jokes. They've written whatever. Like, I want to dive in to these notes in your notes app that you're never going to look at again. Or maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe they're the notes that have led to like some number one hit songs. Or maybe they're just incoherent ramblings. Usually they're shopping lists. But what sparked this is I've been doing this thing where I wake up in the middle of the night. I know Kevin just left. I'm hitting you guys with so much energy today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I have this much energy. I really don't. My computer's good. It's still not. It's definitely a sound that a laptop should make. So what's been happening to me is I keep waking up in the middle of the night, completely groggy, out of my mind, can barely type. I open my phone and I type something into the notes app and then I immediately go back to sleep. And then I'm left like Sherlock Holmes the next morning to decipher what in the hell I was talking about. And sometimes it makes absolutely no sense. And at the time, waking up in the middle of the night, I thought it was genius, and so it's usually not. However, I've had a couple good ones recently. So 2 nights ago, I think this computer has officially pooped the bed. We're not even gonna mess with that. Oh, Kevin found a pickleball. You can play with that pickleball, that's fine. So it was just one single note, and all it said in the note was a movie where the murder weapon is the categories dice. Which would be so good. Have you seen the size of the categories dice? It's massive. It's too big. It's got every letter on it. It's got 26 sides. It's 26, right? It's got 26 sides. I argued violently with my daughter the other day that there were 52 states in America. Violently. I was like, not violent, but like I passionately, that's a much better word. I argued passionately that there were 52 states. I was so certain. She's like, how many stars are there on the flag? I'm like, 52. She's like, why? I'm like, because there's 52 states. She's like, that doesn't sound right. I'm like, I'm your mom. I'm older than you. I know what I'm talking about. I've lived in America my whole life. If anybody's going to know how many states there are in America, it's me, somebody who's lived in America her whole life, right? It's 52. Girl, just trust me. Just put it. She's like, okay. Dead wrong. Dead wrong. There's not 52. There's only 50, which is shocking that it's that nice round number like that, right? Doesn't it seem like there'd be a couple scragglers? Costa Rica or some other, whatever. There's 50. Turns out there's 50. And I felt like a big dummy head when I found that out. But on the bright side, the one that doesn't matter as much, I got that one right. She's like, what about the stripes? How many stripes are there on a flag? And I'm like, there's 13. Boom, for the 13 original colonies. And she's like, why are you a Hamilton musical number? Please stop this. And I nailed it. There are 13 stripes on the American flag for the 13 original colonies. And that doesn't help me at all in life. Right now, in our modern day, who cares about that? But there are still 50 states, and that's something that I should know, that I didn't know. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff recently. I don't know what my deal is. I think because I don't think about things. Kevin, be my therapist. I'm gonna vent to you for a second. I think that my problem is that I just want to answer questions so quickly, and I get so excited about talking to people that I don't listen and process the information that's being given to me before I shoot my mouth off. For example, Sean was here the other day and he was like, hey, whoa, Bitcoin, man. Heard about that? And I'm like, yeah, no, I haven't. What's going on with Bitcoin? And he's like, it's up to 50,000. And I'm like, 50,000? Wow. And I'm like, what was it like a couple weeks ago? And he's like, 20. And I'm like, $20? And then he sighed and he remembered that he had to keep living in the same house with me for many years to come. And he said, no, it's 20,000. It's from 20,000 to 50,000, which is still a massive leap. But because you're so stupid and you said $20, it actually makes 20,000 to 50,000 seem a lot less exciting. But yeah, no, idiot, it wasn't $20. It was 20,000 to 50. So I just say dumb stuff. So in conclusion, there are 50 states in America, some we should all know. And there are 13 original colonies, which is something we should all just forget. Let's clear up a little bit of that hard drive space in our brains. We don't need to know about colonies anymore. So anyway, oh my gosh, what was the other note in my notes app? See, I can't look because I'm using my phone as a second camera angle. But I did have it on my, gosh, what was it? Okay, play the TJ Maxx theme song real quick while I figure out my situation. You should go to TJ Maxx. You should go. TJ Maxx, you should go. You should go to TJ Maxx if you have time. If you get around to it, you should come over to TJ Maxx and buy a bunch of things that you don't need for relatively inexpensive, but not as cheap as they should be. Come on. Oh, this is killing me. What was the other note? You should go. Okay, I'm back. I remembered what it was. There was two in particular, and the rest were nonsense. So first I had a movie where the murder weapon is the categories dice. Genius, hilarious. I'm on board with that. My second one, again, just woke up in the middle of the night, wide awake, grabbed my phone, typed the note, go back to sleep. And this one said, country song, catch fish, not feelings. I thought that one was pretty good too. Get yourself some fish, don't get yourself some feelings. I don't write country songs. I have no desire to write country songs. It's not my genre at all. But let me tell you, that's a great idea for a country song. And then the other one I put in my notes app, it just said, hot topic? Nah, hot Tupac. Bro, I don't know. I have no idea where that came from. Which way I was trying to take that joke. It makes no sense. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to. My notes app is just a treasure trove of randomness. I would be more embarrassed if a hacker got into my notes app than if they somehow leaked nude photos of me. Like. Great, it's my boobs, okay? They're out there, everybody has them, it's fine. But not my notes app. That's embarrassing. That's my true self. Like, I don't want any of that. Not that any of it's bad. It's just like incoherent, stupid ramblings and grocery lists. But man, there's got to be some amazing songwriters out there who just have like genius in their notes app somewhere. It's like, okay, let's talk about this next note. Why do you have lyrics to a sea shanty, even though you have no pirate affiliations whatsoever? I don't know. I went on Pirates of the Caribbean at Disneyland. I just got really inspired, and so I wrote this sea shanty. I bet there's random stuff like that on people's phones. We have to have a catchy name. My notes app podcast would have to be called like Notes Shame or something. Like no shame. Notes app with that. That's bad. I'm workshopping here, right? Okay, this is my first time vocalizing this idea. Okay, I'm soft pitching it to you guys. And hey, don't steal my idea, or I'm gonna hunt you down Liam Neeson style with my cat and my special set of skills that I don't have. But if you are gonna steal it, can you just do like all the legwork and then maybe I'll host it with you? You just steal. Here's the deal. Steal my idea. Steal Notes Shame, and and then you do all the graphics and you get it up and running, and then I'll co-host it with you, and we'll interview celebrities and musicians and stand-up comedians, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to learn some weird stuff in people's notes apps, and I'm super excited. I think it's a great idea. Hit me in the comments if it's already been done, which 100% I'm sure it has. But you guys in the comments are super smart. I love you guys. Thank you. Especially shout out to my YouTube comments. I know we got a lot of audio listeners, but to the visual listeners on YouTube, thank you guys for being active in the comments. That makes my day. I try to reply to every YouTube comment. I really do. It means a lot to me. And I also just found out I can have subscribers on Spotify. Dude, it's so hard. So you have to ask for subscribers on Instagram and on YouTube and on TikTok and on Spotify now. It's like there's so many places that you got to beg people to like and subscribe. It's so much. More than anything, just if you like my stuff, watch it. Whatever. You don't have to subscribe. But I appreciate you guys. And I went to Costco today, and I realized something about myself at Costco. It was a really big journey of self-discovery. Wow, did I do an adrenaline dump at the beginning of this episode? So you know in UFC fights, when the fighter comes into the cage and they're just like rip-roaring, ready to go, and they're just like pew, 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 pow, pow. We hit you with the left, hit you with the right, undercut, overcut, whatever they're called. And they're just like over-the-top energetic. And then by round 2, they're like super tired. They call that an adrenaline dump because you took a big dump of adrenaline right there in the octagon, and now you got nothing left. How you going to make it the rest of the rounds? You ain't. Because your opponent didn't take a dump of adrenaline in the octagon, and now they got the advantage. You know, it's a marathon, not a sprint, meaning it's way worse. But anyway, I was at Costco and had a huge. Sean's here.
I'm ready. Let's get started.
Dude, the whole time my computer hasn't been working. My hair is staticky. Kevin is giving me nothing back. I'm lobbing him jokes, softballs. He's not. Do you hear this? This keeps happening. Oh, it stopped. The robot mop was stuck under a chair for a good 5 minutes, just conking his head against it. But things are going really well, all things considered. Probably one of my top 3 episodes of all time by far. But okay. All right, Sean's here. He's going to start doing some hardcore producing. Oh, by the way, hold on. I'm going to give him a quick rundown. I was just pitching my audience the best idea for a podcast. We're going to do away with this podcast. Yep. And I want a podcast where I interview celebrities and writers and stand-up comedians just to find out what's in their notes app. Like we take like their top 10 like weirdest notes apps in their notes app. And then we read it, and it'd be super funny. And I did a whole bit about it, but I'm not going to redo it because the audience is here, and they're probably already like, she already talked about this. Anyway,
Is it funny? Give me one of them out of context, and then I'll laugh, and then I'll go back and listen to it, but then I'll know what I was laughing at.
Okay, we already did it. So one of my notes in my notes app, I already told the audience, but we're gonna try it again. We're gonna test it on a new audience. For some reason, I woke up in the middle of the night and I just wrote, "Hot topic? Nah, hot Tupac." And I don't know what I meant by that. But we're going to have to flesh that out. Anyway, new topic. We're on to a new topic. New topic. We only got, I don't know how long left. So I went to Costco today, and it was a journey of self-discovery, which started in the produce section, where self-discovery often happens in the produce section. Just, it's real crisp in there, you know? And I was realizing that a personality trait of mine that I've always really admired is that I match energy really well. Like whatever energy somebody's giving me, I give it right back to them, and I can have chemistry with anybody. And it's just like, I don't know if that comes from being an actor or what. But today I thought maybe it's a real problem. Like maybe there's something actually wrong with me, and I have a mental disorder.
Well, do you want me to go with my notes app then? Because I'm
Oh, good. Yeah, you keep those to yourself. Four separate people today at Costco I had slight interactions with, and it was like I was 4 different people. It was like I was 4 different people. Right? So like there's like this, the person who's like, solar. Hey, ma'am, do you need some solar? And I'm like, no, thanks, sir. I'm good. And I'm just like giving him this like bubbly energy that he was giving me. And then, I was in the like refrigerated section, and they have this ravioli shaped like, shamrocks, because that's a thing that we need. And, she was kind of this more punk rocker chick, which already I'm just like, I like you. And she was just super chill, and she was looking at it, and I was looking at it, and she was just like, who would buy that? And immediately I was like, yeah, I know, totally. I totally shifted. Who would? That wasn't the girl that just denied solar from the bubbly solar guy. That's not the girl who just denied solar. Now all of a sudden I'm over here being an anarchist against ravioli with this girl. Two different people. If that cool girl would have seen, I almost called solar denier. Makes me sound like I deny that solar exists. I'm not a solar denier. But no, if punk rock anarchist girl would have seen solar girl, she was spit. Maybe not on me. That seems very aggressive, but she would have been very disappointed. Scoffed is a better word. People are not going around spitting on people, not like they used to. And then at the end, I was doing like the checkout thing, and like the two guys were like cracking jokes with each other. So then I was like cracking jokes, and we were just like cool, right? I was just like cool, and then at the end they like fill my my cart with the boxes, and they're like, "You have a great day," and I'm like, "You have a great day. You're awesome." Why did I say that?
You don't even know him.
I don't know him. All he did was put things in my cart that I just bought. I could have done that, but he didn't, and he was sweet and he was nice. And he's like, "You have a great day." I'm like, "You too. You're awesome." But I don't know. Maybe he needed to hear that. I'm just saying I was 3 different people in Costco today. And I used to think, hey, I'm a chameleon. I can adapt to different social situations. I can match energy. But maybe I have multiple personality disorder is maybe where we're at.
Well, it's only the middle of the day right now. So who are you going to be for the rest of the day? How many more?
There's no telling. There's no telling. I was wearing my spiderweb shirt earlier, celebrating Halloween.
Sure.
Then I decided it's not Halloween anymore. And then I put on my video game shirt that I think I got when I was in high school. And these lightning bolt earrings that I haven't worn since I was in high school, probably. So I'm already a different personality in my own home. What's going on? What is going on? What is wrong with me? I think I have a problem. I think I'm a chameleon, and you need to put me in a glass box and feed me flies and put a heat lamp on me so I don't dry out and get all crispy.
Well, it seems clear we need to observe you.
That's what this podcast is. This whole podcast is just you guys making sure I'm doing okay. It's just you sift through everything I'm saying to see if any of it's a cry for help. And if it's not, you're like, all right, cool. She's good. She's good. Let's check up on her next week, see how she's doing. But I think that's all I got. I don't know how long I've gone. I've had to pause a couple times. Where's the time? It doesn't have it. I don't know. It doesn't have the time.
How's it feel?
It feels everything's great, dude. Life's amazing.
Well, I mean time-wise.
Oh, not just in general. It feels good. I feel like I'm in the 20 mark. But before I go, I want to show off a piece of artwork that I've been displaying on my podcast. I don't know where it came from. It was drawn by one of my children, and it just appeared here. But I'm not sure that it's close enough to the camera for you guys to get the full effect. And it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the best drawing I've ever seen.
Why don't you take a picture of it, and then you can put it up here.
Or I could just hold it up to the camera, and that saves me less time in post-production. Obviously. It's a pretty good idea. Okay, so this is called Potato Man. And by God, if it's not a potato man. I'm going to show it to this camera over here. So look at that. That's a perfect potato shape. He's got a triangle for an arm for some reason. Maybe it's a handbag. I don't know. But look at the way he's stepping. He's out on the town. This dude has no worries. I've said all of this away from the microphone. No, so Potato Man just has this energy that he's super relaxed and cool. He was my third personality at Costco, the cool one. He's probably telling people they're awesome, just for no reason. Oh, Kevin's back. But anyway, I like the cut of Potato Man's jib, like the cut of his fries. And so stupid. And I just wanted to show off that piece of art because my kids made it, and it appeared here And that means they were proud of it and they wanted mom to display it on her podcast. And so I did. Don't drink my drink, please. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing. And like I said, I just discovered I could have subscribers on Spotify. So subscribe on Spotify and leave me a review because I just realized I could get reviews on Spotify. I'm learning so much. And this episode so lived up to its name is very temperamental. I started out high energy, like cranked up to friggin' 11, and then I dipped for a while and now I'm back. So thank you guys, you're the best, and subscribe to all the things, like on all the things. I appreciate you. I'm applauding myself. I don't know what just happened for 25 minutes. I have no idea. Well, it's all a blur.
Personality 4.